Here I am Maunesh here. Let us understand each other so that it becomes very clear, right?
Okay,
So,
fine.
tell me about yourself. Currently, what is the status?
Actually, currently I'm thinking about upgrading myself because there is one project coming,
Yeah.
and either I will have to move on or upgrade myself. So I was thinking about upgrading to the rack.
Okay.
I haven't
Okay.
worked on rack.
So currently
ASM
you're
I
working
have,
on live.
yeah, 11G.
Are you working on the ASM database or normal database?
The normal database.
No, no. Are you
But
working on the? No, no. My question is, are you working on the ASM database or non-ASM database?
it's non-ASM, non-ASM,
No ASM, normal database.
normal database.
Oh, got you. Fine, fine. So fine. So you want to upgrade to the rack,
Yeah,
right?
right, right.
You have any clear idea before this? No.
No.
No. Okay, fine. See, fine. See, ultimately, what database you're working is a non-ASM simple database you're working on, right?
Before
And
that,
yeah, tell me.
may I know about you?
Yeah, my name is Maunesh here. Okay, I'm a trainer, and I was working for HP before. Started my career in HP. Okay,
Uh-huh.
then I moved to Oracle Corporation.
Okay, okay,
I was in Oracle Corporation for 6.5 years,
okay.
and then I moved to IBM.
Uh-huh. And
So, and I used to travel to US and European countries, even Asia Pacific region like Singapore for implementation.
mm-hmm.
Okay, on-site implementation. Because in addition to the Oracle, I also know Linux administration very well.
Oh,
Okay, and I got 15 years of experience in this field. Almost every day I used to log into the Linux servers and the databases, right? And have done several hundreds of cloning also. And also I know PeopleSoft administration.
okay.
So finally I was doing the infrastructure support of a very critical data centers of some of the major clients of our company, like in Oracle I used to support Apollo University, and in IBM I used to support some retail industry called Kabila. Kabila is in US. They got more than 70 branches across US and Canada, and University of Alberta in Canada. These are all we used to support, where they have both a mix of standalone database, non-ASM, ASM databases, and RAC databases, and Oracle, I mean PeopleSoft, ERP, and also Linux administration. So you have multi-skilled profiles. Okay, any issues
Okay.
we used to handle, whether Linux, ACL, sticky bit issue, or Oracle issue, performance issue, backup material failure issue. Users say I have a log time, unable to update, some resource busy, lot of issues and all, and even rack cloning issues. We used to clone from multi-node to single node. Okay, implementation of the rack installation, all the things, 2 node, 3 node, conversion to single to node, all the things we used to do. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so
Yeah.
5 years back I started this training activity as a hobby. Actually, I had no idea, and it went so well, and I started getting a lot of inquiries, and I conducted hundreds of online trainings. Okay, and I do a lot of classroom trainings, and from past 1 year I started corporate training also.
Okay.
Okay, last for example recent training I conducted on Capgemini.
Okay.
Got it right? Capgemini, STPS,
Uh,
Software Technology Park of India, all those things, right? This is about my details. Hope you got about details about me now,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
I also do classroom trainings, and
Mm-hmm.
currently I have giving as working as an
Mm-hmm.
independent consultant for some US clients, independent consultant, and I'll also do regular classroom. So most of the time, majority of the time, active time I spend in training, online classes, corporate classes, and as well as classroom trainings as well.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is
Mhm.
probably ninth or 10th hour I'm talking to you now. Just now I
Okay.
covered
Okay.
one batch. Okay, so this is about me. So my concept is always correct. So how we conduct the training, right? Why you should learn with us? These are the questions, correct?
Correct.
So number one thing, what strategy, the training strategy I follow is I teach theory first. Okay, And then once it is theory, I show practicals on that. I myself will do. I have a lot of case studies prepared. Okay, like I simulate the real-time situation, loss of data file, or loss of control file, or loss of any undo segment data file, log file. In that case, when I simulate the data and recover that, and the same case studies I'm going to share with you, and I'll
Okay.
ask you to do and help you and encourage you to do it yourself. So what happens? The same topic has been repeated 3 times. Once theory. In the theory, we will do a lot of question answer. We discuss. We make sure theoretically we are clear, and we
Okay.
jump to the practical. I am doing the practical, and again you are doing the practical. So the same topic has been already repeated 3 times. One theory and 2 practicals. That's more than enough for any person with average intelligence to understand the subject.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
In the same
Right.
way, the process repeats for every process. Okay, and what I do is to simulate the rack, I install the VMware. I have VMware here. For example, currently 2 batches are going on the rack. Okay, one classroom
Fine.
training is also going on. जब भी
I'm familiar with
unboxing,
VMware.
yeah, actually everything was up now. Just now unexpectedly server restarted because of some power loose contact issue. Just now, usually it never happen. Okay, and it happened, so I'm late. I'm sorry for that. 5-10 minutes it took for
No,
that actually.
no,
Jilani was,
VMware,
yeah, Jilani was
I'm
chasing me.
familiar with that.
Yeah, yeah. So what happened? So I install the VMware, like for example,
Uh-huh.
latest version 10 and 11. On the
Mm-hmm.
VMware is a virtualization software. Okay, if you want, I can give this also. Keys also I can give you. That's not a problem. It's a licensed version. And once we install the VMware, it's a bare metal like, it gives a
Uh-huh.
platform on the top of the Windows, and on the top of what the VMware, we can install the Linux operating system. For example, you can see the Linux is coming up here. Can you see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can say.
we will have a
Rack
two
of
nodes,
Linux.
Linux 1, rack 2. We can see here. One student
Yeah,
is
I can see.
very, yeah, even I when I go to the classroom, I will encourage student to log into this server only remotely from the training center. I'll ask them to
Okay.
do the lab here because my server is a high-end server, which is especially having a very high RAM. Because in classroom and all, it will be 8 GB. This is 16 GB. You can see. Can you see here?
Yeah, I can see. Memory 3
Yeah,
GB.
yeah, 16 GB. Yeah, 16 GB it is, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
it will be faster. Quickly they can
Mm.
install. In one day, with
Yeah, 60.
usually it takes 2-3 days, but within one day I'll make them to complete install the rack, bring up the rack environment. That is a big plus. I'll encourage you to do
Okay.
2-3 times. That is how it works, right? So rack
Mm-hmm.
1, rack 2, I install the 2 nodes, rack 1, and establish SSH connectivity between them. That is called passwordless authentication. And I'll create users as usual, like how you do Oracle user groups, ASM groups, all those things. Then create all the folders and set the kernel parameters, the bossing. Then I will add the virtual disk. How I do is we add virtual disk on the system. Okay, virtual disk. We actually it is no simulation of the real-time situation. In real-time scenario, how we do? We have a physically separate Linux servers, correct? And they are
Okay.
connected to the one hub or switch, and that is connected to what is that one storage. Okay, and
Okay.
then both we install the software called Oracle software called grid software. What is the purpose of grid software? Grid software we install, it makes the storage shareable so that multiple servers can read and write the data on the same location. Getting it right?
Okay. Okay. Right, right.
See
For,
here
for
I have
share,
just, can you see here?
yeah, I can see. I can see. I can see the.
Yeah, yeah. Just now student has built this in the afternoon today at the morning around 11 to 12:30 something, and he has
Mm-hmm.
installed the, I supported him to do, completely guided him, install the rack one and replicate it, and he has added the disk. You can see this is a system disk. Here what you see is Linux server. This is the disk added, virtual disk. We are going to
Right.
simulate the shared server disk here. See SDB1, SDB, SDC. SDB 10 GB, it has divided to 2 disks called like sub disk DB1 each 5 GB, and SDC1 C2 again 5 GB 5 GB. So we got 4
Okay. Yes.
sub disks which we are going to use as a ASM disks. Okay, so
Okay.
now the preparation just done. Tomorrow is going time over. He ended, and tomorrow is going to complete this installation. For example, this will be going on, right? Same thing I'll encourage you to do it. Okay, so when we install this, on the top of this, we are going to install the Oracle cluster grid software. Grid software is grid software, grid. Okay, that will
Yeah,
make
yeah,
this
yeah.
shareable. And then
But
after the grid
only,
software, yeah, tell
yeah,
me.
no. Only two shareable disks are sufficient for working disk and OCR and all that.
Yeah, yeah. What we do is here we are going to do only two disk groups. See, the four disks are there: SDB1, SDB2, SDC1, SDC2. Right? Four
Okay.
disks are there. Okay, we can create. That's enough. If you want, I can have three groups, four groups, five groups, any number. Minimal, these are enough. Because anyway, it is
But
not a real-time situation, right? In
yeah,
real
right,
time,
right.
we'll have three, four groups.
Minimum 10 GB one disk group and 10 GB second. And this will be
Yeah,
sufficient
what
for
we do,
database installation also?
yeah, because what we are going to do is here we are. This is ASM disk. This is not
Got
the disk to store the data Oracle software.
okay,
Getting me
okay.
right? See,
Mm-hmm.
Oracle software will be installed here. Can you see here? 18 GB is there. Can you see here?
Yeah, I can see. U1, user
Here,
one.
like both have the Linux nodes will have the 18 GB of the user dedicated for Oracle software installation. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
major part of the Oracle software installed here, and the both the disk you can see another is down. Okay, so Oracle software mainly installed here. We copy the software from here. We are going to install. Okay, what happens when we have established SSH connectivity between the nodes? The software will connect to them because it is passwordless authentication. Everything
Right.
practically I will ask you to do from here only, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
After that, it will automatically install the main software in the one node and the part of the software in the another node, and also part of the software in the shared common storage area also. That is what you are seeing here, SDB, STC, right? So in this
Yeah,
way it
yeah.
will install. The same way, once the grid software is installed, we are going to install the may create, convert these disks into ASM disks. ASMD, there is a tool, GUI tool, through that we can do, or manually also, command line also we can do. We have already installed the ASM packages will be available here. I will show you all the packages. These are proprietary the disk by the Oracle. So what is ASM?
Hey,
You know, what is any idea what is ASM?
yeah, automatic storage management.
Any
It's
further details? That's the long form of the ASM. Any other functional point of view? Right?
it's
Come on, come on, Vikash. Anybody can tell that. Just fun. So
yeah,
automatic
it's
if you are a DBA, you will tell. But what is the advantage of that? Why Oracle has come up with the ASM concept?
actually what I can say it's a supplement for RAID. And so earlier Oracle
You are on the
used to
way.
be,
You are on the way. Somewhat you are on the way. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So
See,
it's a software level redundancy that we use for replication and distribution of the data like
correct.
that.
See,
Yeah.
what happened is till now all the customers are using third party for the trade
So
and high
Oracle
availability.
eliminated this using introducing the ASM.
Yeah. So one of the, for example, Veritas Volume Manager. You know Veritas Volume Manager?
Yeah, yeah. One more thing. Yeah, yeah,
One
yeah.
of the
This
very
savable
powerful,
things. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, one of the very powerful software tool used to manage the disks, right? Terabytes of disk. You take control of, say, for example, a bunch of 10 hard disks, each of 1 terabytes. 10 terabytes of disk will take control and make as a one logical space of 1 petabytes, correct? That we can
Yeah.
partition the way we want. We think we are writing in a one partition, but underlying, it will distribute the data into the 10 hard disks. So hard disks are equally loaded. So automatic
Okay.
storage management happens. And also if any one of the hard disk fails, no downtime. We can have a hot spare, which will take care. And you can replace the damaged hard disk, the new one, data will be rebuilt. We can have mirroring also, right? So many RAID also, so many
Yeah.
multiple options. Ultimately, end of the day, what we say is high available, no downtime, right? That is what it is. So when customer is spending so much of money, Oracle started thinking, why we are our customer using, why don't you come
Third
up with your own solution? So they really wanted to kill them.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
they came with a shocking at 9i called ASM. What they say, okay, buy our Oracle, and we have something called ASM, automated storage management. It does what all the third-party tools are leaving. It could be Veritas Volume Manager, HP Storage, Tivoli is there, IBM is there, right? IBM Tivoli, HP Data, MC Service God is there, IBM Tivoli is there, Hitachi Service is there, EMC Storage. They're all doing this job, but they say no, 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 don't pay money, don't waste your money for that. Buy Oracle, the ASM, that software we have built in. That is a part of the package deal. Don't pay us anything. Don't pay 1 rupee also. Happy, right?
Mhm. Right,
Right?
right, right.
So in this way,
Yeah,
that diverted, all the customers are required. But unfortunately, when they're trying to make the database more friendly, high available, everything built in, the same time, database administrator has to undergo the training of the advanced technology. Otherwise, it's impossible to manage. That calls for a demand. Trainers have a good time now. For example, you are coming to me. Right? Exactly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The 15 years of experience, almost every day I used to log into the databases and Linux. That made me Linux admin also. I started handling class. I conducted hundreds of Linux administration classes, database classes, RAC classes, even PeopleSoft also I have done. Okay, so this is how it works. Got it right? So in this
So
way, we are going to configure.
ASM is logical volume manager also, RAID also, and cluster file system
See,
also at the same time.
automatic storage management has all the properties or features like how Veritas Volume Manager does. Okay, you will take for example 4 disks which I are showing in my case, 4 disks, right, each of 5 GB. You can see here. We'll take control of the disk. We can create a disk group within the disk group A, disk A, group A. In that disk 1, disk 2 are member. Disk B, group B. In that disk 3, I will make as a member. So I have a 2 disk groups, okay, which can be used. Right, I can have a 3, one more disk. If you want, you can have SDC, SDA, SDB, SDC, SDD, SDE. You can have like so many groups you can have.
And
We create so many. Yeah, we make them first.
Increase the size
Yeah,
of
yeah.
volume group also.
What they will do is, once you create a sub disk, partition the space like this, they become a normal disk, and we make them as a ASM disk. We bring them under the control of the ASM. That is like how Veritas Volume Manager take control of the hard disk, club them, make them one logical partition, right? In the same way, we are going to configure and bring them under the control of ASM. Then we call them as ASM disks now. So ASM disk means ASM will make sure that whatever logical partition you see out of 4 hard disks, say 10, 20 GB, you partition according to the way you want. And whenever you write 1 GB of data, that will be distributed among the 4 hard disks equally. Okay, you think you are writing the partition, but always all hard disks are equally loaded. Whereas automatic storage, it is dynamic. Always ASM makes sure that all the equally loaded. So as a result of this, the Oracle says that there is a boosting in performance by about 10 to 15% because of the ASM usage. For that, how much you are paying? Nil. You are not paying anything. So all the people saved their money. They came out of Veritas Volume Manager. They came out of ThinkPad.
One thing here. So if I'm using ASM, so I won't be sorry. If I'm using ASM, I won't be then I won't be worried about input output of disks.
No, if you want, anytime you can add the disk, not a problem.
No, I'm not
worry about it.
I'm saying if I'm using ASM, then I won't have to be worried about input output tuning of the disk.
That's what I'm coming to that. I'm yet not completed. I have not completed. Okay, I'm just in the middle of process. Yeah, exactly right. What question you were asking? Exactly, I'm about to tell that.
Because earlier we used to be worried about these things, that where you are putting the data.
Listen to me. Now you are working in a non-ASM database. Actually, you are at the basic level. You are not even working on the ASM. There is a problem. Unfortunately, by now you are supposed to start working on the ASM database. Still, your company has a non-Oracle database. This is a very legacy, I can say. Okay. So when you say ASM, what happens is, for example, in your non-Oracle, tomorrow someone says, hey, because particular data file, table space data file has a lot of high IO, please move it to other hard disk. You have to relocate. That is downtime. And some they say, what, yeah, there is read log file as a IO, but hard disk is already held IO. SA told that hard disk is old and IO is high. Please move read log file to some other. There is a downtime, right? You are doing manually. Okay, today you do it. Tomorrow again they say, okay, move it back. How many times you do? Even if you sit 24-hour in system, you cannot do the justice. Right? So there is continuous work relocating which DBA is doing manually. In spite of DBS attempt continues every day, you cannot give 100% what ASM can do. This ASM will be doing continuously. It makes sure that in your case, in a database, data hard disk are not at all loaded, balanced. They are always imbalanced. Whatever you do, today you balance, tomorrow again imbalance. What factor decide that imbalance? Depends on how customer do the time. We never know how customer uses our database, right? We cannot predict. 100% impossible for anybody. We don't know how the customer business is happening, what time what is going to be sold, how customer comes. Even customer cannot, his buyers will decide that, correct? All depends on various factors. So, in spite of all your time, relocating the continuous ongoing, which almost database administrators frustrated with that. So in spite of still there will be a problem. This problem is totally eradicated by ASM. Your node now after ASM, stop thinking about the relocation. That job is almost, that work is gone, disappeared from your hand now. That Oracle will
Right.
take care. So relocation purpose improve the performance. Same thing is the ASM is doing. So you know what? One fun. Oracle is always trying to avoid the dependency on the Oracle DBA. But
Right, right, right,
yes,
right, right.
they are doing, but it will go in a reverse way. Rather than becoming free, database administrator has to be trained advanced level. Otherwise, nobody can do it. SA cannot do. You don't know database. So one way it is advantageous also for the DBA. You are becoming a more demanding resource for the company, and your salary is also increasing.
One more
Right?
point. May I interrupt?
Yeah, so that's what. So in Oracle, how it works is only simple. Your database channel have one STA. Here,
Uh-huh.
the STA will be multiple. Two nodes, two STAs. Okay. So what happens
Okay.
is, I would say some technology. There is a technology called cache fusion technology. Okay. What happens is, there is something called intelligent listener. Any moment of time, the listeners
Mm-hmm.
running on any node knows
Mm-hmm.
what is the load of the each rack, each node. Each node will
Okay.
update its details in a grid software. Okay, in a grid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there is something
Okay.
called voting disk. Okay, and that to have the
Mm-hmm.
membership, node membership, all the things will register their name there. It
Yeah,
notes,
yeah, yeah.
and it notes
Like,
how many up, what are they doing and all, and they will
like
be
a
updating the status. So the intelligent listener knows at this moment who is having how much load. When the user joins, he will divert the connection to the relevant node which can take the load or which becomes immediately free. In this way,
mm-hmm.
always the grid software makes sure that all the nodes are equally loaded. Other
Okay.
intelligent thing we see is these two nodes are interconnected in such a way that there is a dedicated connection between them directly, which only the data between the STS flow will flow. No other activity is allowed. That is called
Internet.
interconnection. There is a
Okay.
private IP will assign, and usually in a real-time optical fiber they use because the high bandwidth. As a result of these, two STA club each other. There is a technology called cache fusion. What is cache fusion? We explain in the class. Okay, and I will
Okay.
explain each and every detail with the diagram how it works and all with some examples. Because of cache fusion, end user looks it as one STA. For example, where node 1
Uh-huh.
STA is 10 GB, node 2 STA is 10 GB. From Oracle, from the end user perspective, it works like
Exactly.
20 GB STA. Imagine
Okay.
20 GB STA means how performance you can improve, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
nicely, they are something like multiple nodes act like, suppose me and Vikas are very close friends. If someone tells you,
Right.
immediately you'll update me. They know, hey, for example, if somebody tells something to me, immediately I'll convey to you. We are so close friends that they know that these guys are always one. From their
Okay.
perspective, we are like one and the same. There is no
Mm-hmm.
difference between me. They cannot separate us. That means we have
Definitely.
so much good understanding. Anything I
Right.
know, I will tell you. Anything you know, you will tell me.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, right, right.
In that
Right.
way, they work. That's called cache fusion. But the simplest
Mm-hmm.
example I'm giving you. Right? Any block
Correct.
is read, it comes to node 1 because I am trying to update one record and the block 1 comes to the node 1. Immediately it will broadcast a message to all the nodes. See, I am updating this, user Monesh is updating. Anybody wants to make any change to the block? If nobody says no, then it says I am writing this back to the disk. If node says I know it, one more user wants to update some record which is in that block, immediately this will push the data to
Okay.
block to that record, keeping one copy. In case your second node crashes, this has the original copy, it will write. Everything goes fine. Second node will update, second record, and it is already committed record from the first updated, second one update. Then it will tell you broadcast, guys, I have updated. Anybody wants this block? Nobody replies. Then it says it will go on right to the hard disk. So, and it tells again, boss, updated. Those who having the old copies of these, discard your copies. No, don't discard.
Okay.
See, so they talk like a human beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is cache fusion
Right.
technology. Like this,
Right. Right.
very interesting. RAC is a very, very interesting subject. So I will explain you all these technology, technical concepts, how Oracle works, so that performance will be excellent performance. It can support hundreds of users. Even you can segregate the users based on the need, like HR team, accounts team, marketing team, like a management team. The way we want, we can divert also possible. All this groupism is also possible. So we talk
Mm-hmm.
all these things in the classroom, right? So
Okay,
I
good.
will give you the original Oracle material because when I was in Oracle, I have collected all materials which I am going to share with you. Okay, and we are going to install the grid software. Then we configure ASM days when we are going to install the Oracle software. So at the end, we'll have a 2 node rack 11G R2 available. We are going to do the Arman backup. We are going to create the AWR report, ADDM report, ASH report. We talk about the baseline, moving window, all the things we are doing. And backup and recovery, we take from the one instance level, node level, global level, all the things we are going to discuss. Fine, right? Anything else apart from this you want to ask? And material, as I told you, you can see my desktop, and I will give these materials, original material from the Oracle Corporation. Okay. See, I share the documents whatever I use for the classroom. There is nothing like I have something and I give some simple notes. No. See, for example, these are very internal materials, right? You can see these original materials and lot of and also I'll give you inside knowledge of capacity planning. You know what is capacity planning?
Yeah, predict the future changes in your system.
Yeah, that's a very demanding skills in the IT industry. I will give some real-time project documents also have, which I share with you. That helps you a lot. Okay, capacity planning, and these are the materials, and I'll give hundreds of FAQs as well. Okay.
Okay.
So these are all some of the real-time situation we'll give. So what I have done is, in order to make you comfortable, I have prepared a nice document, how to simulate this rack. You know, each and every page, even the guy with a minimal knowledge can prepare the rack. Can you see the document here?
Yeah, I'm
See every screenshot. If you give you can install in your own the very next day. In that way it is there. See everything. Yeah, 232 pages at the end. We have the rack ready here. You can see. Ready? We are installing the RAM database. Can you see here? This is the best material which I spent a lot of several hours. Right? See, see, database successful, right? See, I can see here. I can see all the disk, everything I have. Correct? This is how I prepared. So what happens, student, at the end? You know, one. See, and finally we are creating one database here. Correct? Can you see here? Yeah, it's all here, and yeah, finally we are going to log in to the two-node RAC database. See here, successfully completed. Right? This is what. Tell me now.
If I'm using RAC database, then I can put. See, generally we don't keep indexes and the table on the same table space. We generally keep them on the different table spaces. So in ASM, yes, I'm using RAC database, so I can keep both on the same table space. Means suppose there is a table, say A, and its index. Both I can keep on the same table spaces in the reference of RAC.
The operations and all, whatever you are doing, the same thing you can do here. Only thing is here, you are not going to say create table space name XYZ. That's it. You do not have to worry about the what is data file name, where is that ASM will take care. Okay. So IO, you need not have to worry about that data. When you create a table space XYZ, for example, create table space bank, the corresponding data file will be automatically read by ASM, and that will map it to this your name. You need not have to see what is the data file, where is it is keep in its own naming convention. Okay. You have just mentioned size 10 GB. Tomorrow, when the user say it is full, you just alter table space, alter table bank, add another 10 GB. That's it. You do not have to worry. All the naming convention and all what you are doing in our normal non-ASM database, that Oracle will take care. You are not at all doing anything. Still, if you want, no, I want in my way, you can still, if you want, you can give some name also. You can map that to original work name. That's not required actually. Still, Oracle allows you to give some name if you want. So, about the path and all, need not have to worry. There is a plus data, the disk group name you have to mention, which disk you want in the disk group. Rest all Oracle will take. That name will be given and that will be mapped to your table space name. Okay? That will, suppose the data is full, you can add more disk. You can add a share storage on the fly. You can make them that disk group. You can add more and more. Automatically that will be rebalanced. Suppose if there are 4 hard disks, data is equally distributed, as I told you, right? ASM. You add 5th hard disk, automatically the data load will be distributed to 5th one. At the end of the day, all the 5 hard disks are equally balanced. That Oracle software will take care. You need not have to worry. You just add the disk, make it as a ASM. Bring under the ASM control. Oracle will take care of this. And more and more the doubts will be cleared when we do practicals.
Yeah, no need to say that.
So now you understood our training strategy, and the takeaways are hundreds of FAQs and the original Oracle Corporation material, some very advanced things and very user friendly. GUI PDF to install simulate rack on your laptop or desktop, whatever you have at home or office, whatever, and some advanced ideas and real-time examples I'm going to tell you. And also I will tell you how to clone also, which nobody tells usually, but I can tell you the concepts. How to clone. For example, customer comes to you, hey, because we want to clone a 3-node rack to single standalone DIM. See, it is not a simple job, right? It's a very challenges, correct? How to convert and all. Those actual configurations also I will tell you, because I used to do all those things in Oracle. 2 years I did cloning also. 3 node to 1 node. Because for testing purpose, 3 node rack is not required. It's very expensive. They will make it standalone to test some new features or modules of the customized ERPs, correct? So we used to have one node. Ultimately, that is the purpose, right? So those concepts also I'll give, that is the additional complementary which we are going along with this, right? And most of the classes, I will explain you the real-time scenarios how we used to do, because recently I implemented in RAC in Apollo University in about 2 years back in Phoenix. Okay. So by the way, are you in US or India?
India.
Okay, no problem. You are Hyderabad, right? Yeah.
No. It's Bangalore.
Bangalore only. Fine. So got it right. This is how it is all about. Got it right. So and time. What about your timings?
We can manage that. Means, according to you.
Yeah.
No, that's not a problem.
Yeah. See, because currently I have a batch from 8 to 9, so Oracle DBA batch, and that guy will be 2 days weekdays and the 2 days weekend he uses actually. Not a problem. Somehow we will manage morning or evening. We'll see.
Yeah, no problem. So we can manage it. Means adding nodes and deleting and upgrading, patching, that will be in the
the rolling patching and all I will explain the concept, because what happens, I don't have any patches.
Okay.
But I will tell you all the details, what is rolling patch, how we apply patch in here without the downtime. That I'm going to explain you the clear idea. So you not to worry about the see. Actually, applying patch is a 5 minutes job. The preparations will take months together. Taking the permission, preparing document, first test on the test bed, prepare document, come out with all the odds, challenges, technical, then take move it to the prepare a project plan and send it to the manager approval, stakeholders, customers, then take a backup, inform the customer, those things. But actually patching it will not take more than 2-3 hours, reality, right? And we apply one node and restart it, and when it goes fine, we apply another node. So what happens, there is no downtime. Without downtime, we are applying the patch. That is called rolling patch.
Okay.
Again, right? We used to do even a lot of things in that kind. So that clear picture, not a problem. See, after the class, definitely I don't think you'll find any problem if you come across such task in your office, in assignment. That's not a big deal. Even after the class, if you feel any problem, anything, we always give a job support, that we don't charge anything. It's a friendly way. We are always there to help you. If you face any problem, job, some students come to me, Manish, I got this job, I say I'm unable to do it. Then I will prepare, help them out. They execute it successfully. A lot of things we do. We just help, because ultimately our purpose is that only, right? If you don't know what is the use, correct? So that, see, 1 or 2 months after you will become independent. You need not have to worry about that.
Fine.
Right?
Right.
Clear? And any other doubts?
No. As far as this is concerned, no.
I hope we are done with it, and thanks Vikash for your time, and Jilani too. And you have a discussion with them, and after that Jilani will get in touch with me. We will